beautiful poem. It say, "Oh my Lord, I have come back to you, trusting you. I have surrendered myself to you. I have admit that there is really no need for me to associate with rich or powerful people, thinking that I could be benefited, where you are the wealthiest and you are the most powerful. I have realized that there is no absolutely need to be on the doors of kings or presidents trying to seek their pleasure or try to please them, because you are the one who gave them that kingship and you are the one who created them, and you could take it and you could do whatever with it anytime you please. I have looked for peace of mind and happiness, and I have deceived myself so many times, and finally I find that peace with you. And I have no intention to ever leave that again. So whatever people could think of me, good or bad, it doesn't gonna change who really I am and what I think of you." So it is very important to understand that husnul dhanni billah means positive thinking, and su'ul dhanni billah means negative thinking. And yes, it is, when a human is positive and think of positive things happen. That's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says. When a human is negative and think about negative things happen. That's what Allah says. Why? Because to a believer, when you think of good, well, who are you thinking good of? Who controls the world? Is Allah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised that He will give you what you think of. Oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you have a job that you have to let go of a prayer. That means that means you really deep inside of you do not believe that Allah could provide to you because you are following Allah's command. Then that's what Allah will be to you. But you offered a job that you have to let prayer for, but you let go of that job because you think better of Allah, then that's what Allah will be for you. أنا عند ظن عبدي بي فليظن بي عبدي ما يشاء. I am what my servant think of me, and let him think of me whatever he wants. You think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only one in control, that's Allah will be to you the only one in control. You think other people in control, you become so crazy that you could think you're hearing some voices around you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is what you think of Him as a gift that He had given to us. You think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the most merciful. You think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could cure you. You think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could give you the degree you want. You think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could provide for you, and you act upon that belief. That's what you will find in your life. But you are not optimistic. You don't see any goodness. You don't see the power of Allah could change you overnight. That's what will happen. Because we sin, and we have no one but Allah that could forgive us our sin. We do good things, and we have no but Allah that could reward us for the good things. We have so many shortcomings that we are ashamed of, and we have no one but Allah that could cover it up for us. In reality, we have nothing but Allah. In reality, we created to worship Allah. And a human, by going the opposite direction, he's going the opposite of nature, of the purpose of creation. And that's why when I explained وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, a lot of people translated that Allah is telling us to worship Him. Absolutely, that's true. But really, some scholar Mufassirin said the ayah means that a human is made to worship Allah. A human go against the nature. He's going against the nature of creation, and he will never come in peace with himself, and he never gonna come in peace with the surrounding unless he accepts Allah as the only God with no associates. And what we think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, these are the experience and these are the things happen to us. But we have to believe, because believe, as you know, is step number one toward the success in every single thing. You think that shaitan could rule you and could take over you, that's what shaitan will do to you. But you think and you know that Allah could defeat the shaitan, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could provide everything, and Allah is the most powerful, that's what Allah will be to you. But you have to have husnul dhanni billah. And husnul dhanni billah is one of the most important tools that free human being from the shaitan and free human being from the need of other human being. Because as I have said, su'ul dhanni billah is the reason why people stress, why people go through anxiety, why we go through tiredness, why we go through pain, why we experience no tranquility, no serenity. And with su'ul dhanni billah, our mental and physical and spiritual health will be in the hand of some good doctors and practitioners, or in the hand of pharmaceutical companies, or in the hand of shaitan wal-'azu billah. But with husn al-dhanni billah, we will have no need of anything, and we will have no need to surrender ourselves to any being on the face of the earth. And it is beautiful, and I have said it many times, أنا عند حسن ظن عبدي بي أو أنا عند ظن عبدي بي فليظن عبدي بي ما يشاء. I am what my servant think of me, and my servant is free to think of me whatever he wants to think of me. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين فاستغفروه يغفر لكم. Let us pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show us the right path as the right path, and give us the ability and the wisdom and the knowledge to stick to that right path. Let us pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show us the wrong path as the wrong path, and give us the ability and the wisdom and the knowledge to stay away from that wrong path. Let us pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to clean our hearts from hypocrisy and from fear and from jealousy, and replace it with husn al-dhanni billah and tawheed and iman.